So far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the rest of the team downward into the basement of the Harfeld Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. Pretty short mission. Everything's coming up roses so far. That's oh. Dietrich eyes the door, then turns to Monica. That's a big freaking vault, Liebchen. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the matrix, a little digital hand waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Ager, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Gloria looks cold and distant, just as she always does. We've been through this before, Ager. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't really fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principles that apply to the flux state. Please, spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, eager love. She sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. Why don't I take a crack at the door instead? Let me show you what I can do. Monica smiles, but shakes her head no. No offense, Meowlissa, but this is my team. And at least for now, I handle the grid work. Then you need a second in command. Come on, Monica, put someone in charge and let's get on with the mission. Monica stares at the screen on her wrist for a moment, clearly irritated. Then that twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you as she speaks into her comlink. Very well. We'll do this one Ager's way. While I'm jacked in, Meowlissa is in charge. There is a pause, then Ager's voice crackles out of the comlink again. Meowlissa, did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command? I thought you were a pro, Ager. Questioning orders in front of the team isn't exactly a pro move, is it? This is ridiculous. Clear the comm, rookie. Now. Monica nods at you. The smile has disappeared from her face. Listen, Monica. I know that this is a joke to you, but I'm telling you. Ager. Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she has heard enough. The decision is made. You have your answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Ager's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Ager can be inflexible. The legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well. It's a legitimate concern. She hardly knows me. Monica's eyes narrow. There's a thin line between concern and insubordination. You let me know if she crosses it. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, then glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Radical. Monica's got this. Monica literally just had this. I literally just did the... Without warning, Monica's back arches violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face. My phone just vibrated. And her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor, the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Gloria leaps toward Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing sharply in your head, you are only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Smash, yeah? The cyberdeck was constructed to withstand a bomb blast. Try as you might, you can't manage to crack its casing, let alone damage its internal circuitry. While you beat on the deck in vain, Glory manages to yank the cord out of Monica's head. A wisp of oily blue smoke traces its way from her data jack to the ceiling. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flicker open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Just stay with us, Monica, okay? We're going to get you out of here. Save your breath. Glory's voice is strained. She's had a stroke. A bad one. She'll be dead before we're even back to the van. Isn't there anything we can do to help her? I know what I'm going to do. Dietrich leans in close, his nose hovering inches away from Monica's. His voice is soft, almost a whisper. Liebchen, it's Dietrich. Tell me what did this to you. Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth, comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shape she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze, and something else. Hope? Wow, I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts. Then her chin drops to her chest, and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fixed on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. Oh. New objective! Keep the team alive! Okay. Good. I like that objective. I will try to do that. I don't have a fucking gun. There are other ways that I can do shit. There are other ways for things to happen. And it just so happens that Monica had the best gun on the team. So fuck. Really? There's no cover for you, sir. I'm sorry. Okay. Throw... Are you kidding me? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, he's dead. That's good. I appreciate that. That was a good move. I literally marked this guy, and I can still barely fucking hit him. I mean, that did damage. That's all I really needed it to do. Ow! Stop that. Okay, you need to heal me real quick, Glory. And I need to give him a whack. There. Terminal active. Dietrich, can you do anything with that? MCPOS, building maintenance software, internal memory checksum invalid. The terminal's printing your name out over and over again, Meowlissa. You better get over here. That's some fucking weird shit. They've sealed the door behind us. We've got to find another way out of here. What are you doing? I think Monica may have inserted the bug into the system before she died. What's it for? Something tells me we're going to have more company soon. I don't know yet. Watch me at my back while I figure this out. Text continues to scroll down the terminal screen. A problem has detected. Warning, restore process. Yeah, okay. As you watch, the number on the screen slowly begins to climb. This is going to take a while. You glance down to the second screen to see that the facility is on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you've stumbled upon some kind of massive underground complex. A map of the holdfast grounds indicates that security forces are en route from multiple angles. The door is currently being rebooted by the system's restore processor flashing a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the holdfast old servants entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Ager's image winks onto your comlink with a crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out. What's going on down there, rookie? Talk to me. Monica's down, Ager. The vault was a setup. What? I'm sorry, Ager. We couldn't save her. Now we have to get out of here. Look for an old servants entrance to the west of the main grounds. We'll rendezvous with you there. Ager's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out with another word. Glory turns to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, Meowlissa? Why did I choose such a name that's so difficult to pronounce? Our escape route will be open in a minute. We hold tight until then. By hold tight, you mean sit here and fry anyone who comes to the door, don't you? Pretty much, yeah. Dietrich's pained expression twists into a mask of hate. His hands begin to glow with primal energy. I can do that. I thought so. When the door locks this arm, we make a break for it. Until then, we make them pay for Monica. Dietrich and Glory nod in agreement. Alright. Survive until the door unlocks. So our play here is get as close to the door as fucking possible. What skills does she have? Adrenaline pump. Causing the body to full. User gains +1 AP for 3 rounds. That's a pretty good fucking skill. I will have to make use of that. Dietrich, you can... There was something there. There was an item there. What was that? I saw that. You can't hide that from me. Okay. We got hostiles. Hey, Glory, can you patch me up slightly so we don't, like, die? Oh, I guess I could have had... Okay. So the play here is do that. And I don't have a turn, really. She doesn't really have a turn either, except for that. So then we end. Okay. So. What I am learning is that melee combat was a mistake. And I should not have gone for that. In hindsight, that makes perfect sense. And I will be putting more points into ranged combat as soon as fucking possible. For the time being, slightly fucked, aren't I? Okay. Glory, you gotta do something, baby. Dietrich, can you... Okay. I can't hit Glory with that right now, so... Glory, you really can't hit him? You full on joshing me right now? Ow! Ow! Stop, quit it! Oh... That's a big boy. That's a big boy with a big gun. Hey, guys. How do I... Stop that. No, how do I not do this? Like that. That's how. Hey, guys. I'm just gonna chuck this over in your direction. That did AP. Not. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Okay. Dietrich is not in cover. That was a complete waste of his turn. Wow, that fucking sucked. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. That sucked. I kind of probably should be more cautious of the big boy, considering he has a very big gun. But... Okay, Dietrich, you gotta kinda... What? Because of I used the trauma kit, I can't fucking heal myself? Okay. Oh, hi! The figure loping toward you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. Alright, friends, playtime's over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking. Steal a vase or two from the museum. No harm. Maybe I'd let you scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. The gaping maw of the minigun jerks upwards. An impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Meowlissa. Hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. I'm less concerned about the armor than I am about the minigun. Those things could tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy. Something tells me you're going to kill us either way. True! I can't deny it, but wouldn't it be easier if you didn't fight back? The orc shrugs, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. Uh-oh. I need a turn of fucking off right now. Make you easier to hit. Glory, can you shoot this guy? Bang. Bang. That blew. Fuck my ass. God damn it. Why can nobody do damage? Ooh. The door's open. Uh-oh. The door's not open. Why did the door pretend that it was open for a turn? How much AP would it cost to go over there and hit him? Probably 2. Just 1. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's be reasonable. He's not really an enemy that we can fight. So it would be better not to, clearly. And obviously his AI is gonna freak the fuck out, so we are good. That was good. I appreciate what happened there. That was awful. Oh! The door opened because a drone was coming through. Okay. This is a turn of being fucked right now. Yeah. Hey, Glory? If Glory makes it to the door, what happens? This is important information. Because this probably isn't going to lead to success. But it would be good to know what needs to happen. Do we need to get everybody to the door? I imagine that we probably need to get everybody to the door. So it would be good to know if I should be playing on an easier difficulty. Yep, I should probably be playing on an easier difficulty. Oh, thank God. So I summoned this little guy, and I had a little mishap because this is not my second attempt on at this, even on easy mode. Last time I summoned this little dude, he got away from me like pretty much right away and basically murdered all of us, because he seems to be way fucking tougher when he's not under my control. Thankfully, even when he's not under my control, he seems compelled to attack my enemies. Probably because, wow, probably because they were closest. That went way better. I did a little bit of re-specking. I kind of just played through everything over again. Bubusky now has a shotgun, which is preferable. Not a Decker anymore. I went with a Street Samurai because I'm gonna be honest, brute forcing everything is something that I'm much more comfortable with my main character doing. And we can just hire a Decker as we go. It'll be fine. Ager rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. We can talk about this later. For now, we need to bug out. Tell me something I don't know. Ager slaps the side of the van. Pile in, people, and Meowlissa, when we get back to the Krausbasser? Kruzbasar? Let's go with that. We're gonna have a little talk. Oh, great. Just what I fucking wanted. A talk. A talk is exactly what I wanted. Kreuzberg, home to nearly 500,000 people and until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood that locals call the Kreuzbasar, a safe port in the eye of the storm. The ride back to the Kreuzbasar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and neon signs plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. Soon, the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling valley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system, a well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage to the Kreuzbasar. Your safe house waits on the other side.